Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am going to show you completed pages for February and March. I didn't get a lot done. I've been struggling with some stuff, but I did do some stuff. So one of the ones I did was in, I believe this is Tales from the Witch's Garden. And what I have done is this kettle. And I used a variety of stuff on this one. Most of it was polychromos. I did use a bit of distress ink. I believe it was just a light bit of distress ink in the background. And over the stencil, I used a stencil for this, and then I used, I'm not sure which color it was, distress ink, just to give the background something. I used Sparkle Pops, and I used that in here on the cup. There, yeah. And a little bit around these explosions. I used some acrylic markers for the lines on the teacups, some dots around the saucer. And I also used a Sharpie acrylic markers, and I think I used the white for, they're not gems, what are they? Crystals. A little bit of white on here for the crystals. And overall, an enjoyable page. I wish I'd have gotten the copper a little bit more coppery and maybe a bit darker, but you know, this is the way it turned out. So I'll try that copper effect on something else sometime in the future. So that is Tales from the Witch's Garden. I also worked in Kirby Roseanne's Alien Worlds. And I did this, and it's kind of not quite, didn't turn out quite like I expected it to, but it's okay, I guess. I believe, yes, this is my Pablos, Caran d'Ache Pablos for these, because of these beautiful blues that the Pablos have. I also used Ohuhu acrylic markers, and I did that for outlining the areas that I had pink. I wanted a bolder pink to outline those areas. Pan pastels for the background. I do have to spray a fixative on it yet. I haven't done that. But the background is pan pastels. And a black micron for up here on the headgear. Whatever that is. I'm going to call it headgear. I used black micron. So I did have some black in the page. I didn't have any black because I had covered up most of the line, so I really feel that I miss black when I don't have it. I don't particularly care for black, but I did miss it when I didn't see it on this page. So I did put some black in up here, and I truly like that. Not quite fussed with the background, but I think it works. I do have to work on using my pan pastels. I've got some light ones, like some pastel shades. The only problem I have with pan pastels is with asthma and COPD. I can use very sparingly because the dust, even just touching it, it makes the dust come up in my face and I breathe. And so I try using a mask, and I think I'm going to have to just get a better mask. Excuse me, so that I can use pan pastels more. So that, again, is Alien Worlds by Kirby Roseanne's. I must say that I did not get the new Kirby Roseanne's book. I just, you know, I have a hard enough time with his regular books. So I just thought, yeah, this isn't me. I've got lots of pages that I haven't colored yet of his. So I'll try more of those books first, and then maybe I'll get the new fairy tale edition. Something else I worked on is Mythographic Fantasy Forest by Fabiana Attanasio. At least I think I did. Pretty sure that's the one. Yeah, right here. This little gnome or whatever he is sitting up in that flower. Let me get my book to see what I used. Mythographic Fantasy Forest. I used my Pablos again. I do love Pablos for these colors here. They just seem to work so well. And, excuse me. I used Sparkle Pops in the flowers. The whatever it is that's coming out of the flowers, the spots. And I did use it on the grasshopper. There it is. I do like my grasshopper. I think he's really cute. And I did, I got some Langua gel pens. I saw them on Maya's channel. So I ordered a couple of packages, and they are very nice. I like them. They're very liquidy, and they have some nice colors. So I did get those. A lot of blue, a lot of yellow, a lot of orange. I just was feeling this page. So that is Fantasy Forest by Fabiana Attanasio. I think that might be one of the only. I've only done a couple of hers, so I'm going to have to get more of hers done. I worked in Colors of Daydreams by Nicolette Delafray. I like this picture. So I used my Pablos again. I guess it was a month of Pablos. I used some Artex acrylic markers, and I believe acrylic markers, I used some on the leaves, the different colors of leaves. Didn't feel like penciling them in, so I did that. I did use some Jelly Rolls and some Sparkle Pops, and you'll be able to see them in the bugs. And I did use some Spectrum Noir Sparkle for the wings on the bees or bugs. And I did use a Holbein, a couple of Holbeins, I believe, are in the purples and blues here. And the funny green shade, those are Holbein colors I used around the edges of some of the spots. I liked coloring all those bees. I made them blue, not black. I don't know why, but I just made them blue. I like the page. It's okay. So that is Color of Daydreams by Nicolette Delafray. I did work in Fairy Tales by Emily Little Hollowberg. One of my favorite books. I love this picture. God only knows why. Where is it? Fairy Tale. So I used my polychromos. I did use some Gansai Tambi watercolors, and that was the background. Used kind of the same color and tried to get it. I'm not very good with them yet. I haven't done a lot of work with them. This paper seemed to work all right with them, so I'm hoping to do more backgrounds with the watercolor in this book. I just love this little deer, and I did manage to, look at this, got a little bit of fur going on there. It's a little bit too even, because that's the way sometimes we go. So I do need to work out to get some going in different directions. But I did manage to get some fur-like appearance. I didn't mind doing that. I think I just need to concentrate more and have a clear head when I work on it. I did like working on that. I used a white Sharpie marker for the accents on the blueberries or whatever they are, the berries, and for the eyes. It was an easy page. It was a big page because there was lots of leaves and stuff, but I think I got 5 or 6, maybe 7 different colors of greens in the polys, and I didn't do the leaves all the same. I switched it up, and so it wouldn't all look like the same leaf. And same with the blues for the berries. I did 4 or 5 different shades of blues with a little bit of purple in, so they weren't all the same color. It didn't look like I only had 2 pencils. So that's what I did, and then I did the blue and the green for the eye, a little bit of light gray for the whites of the eye, and that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed that picture. I do enjoy her books, both of them. I have the other one now, so I have done a page or 2 in it, so looking forward to coloring more in both of these, especially with watercolor. So that's Fairy Tales by Emily Littlehall Oberg. Not sure if I worked in this or not. I think this is, oh no, I didn't work in this. This is my first copy, which is now my second copy for experimentation. Okay, didn't work in that. So what I have worked in, though, is I did do a few a little bit of work in my art journals. So I did this page with the 2 teapots. For some reason, I'm drawn to teapots. The last teapot that I did was in this book, maybe another one, and I ripped it out, actually, and I glued it to a tea towel holder in my kitchen. Hang on just one second, I'll go get it so I can show you. So it turned out really cute. That was a teapot that I had in one of my other journals. And I got this teapot, this towel holder, just at Dollarama, $1.20, $1.25, yeah, $1.50. So I thought, hey, why don't I just take that teapot and put it on there, and it will work perfect in my kitchen. So that's what I did, and I just took different shades of, what's that stuff called, Distress ink, and went around all the edges, and then around a bit of the picture on the sides, and it looks nice hanging up in my kitchen as a towel holder. So these ones I'll probably leave. I do have different textures in here. I have some netting, some stickers. These are teapots that are cut out of some of my collage and glue. And these are 2 girls, because I thought this picture would be them having tea together. These 2 girls are out of one of my paper doll books. And I did this one in March. I guess I can say original, can't I? So this book, yeah, February. Yep, I started here. Let me lift this up just a wee bit. Come on, don't break on me. Whatever. So I like this with these 2 horses with the really long, skinny legs. I wasn't intentionally trying to do something. I just picked out different. I did do some videos on my channel with just ASMR, just ripping paper and gluing. So this was one of them. I really, for some reason, just adore this one. I think it's these 2 little elves or something kissing. I, for some reason, found myself drawn to cars. And this great big black crow. Dad joke for you. Dad joke. It's a sick one, so listen carefully. When the crowbar was invented. Oh no. I can't remember what it is now. Never mind. That's the thing about menopause, right? Your memory is very short. Here's another one with crow, a raven, and a skeleton. I just like doing these. I did this one too. Look at this mouse and those ears. It makes me smile. This kind of stuff makes me smile. A little penguin head. It's chocolate. It's a good thing. And this hedgehog. This guy sniffing out those blueberries. And this one I kind of went more girl stuff. A lot of pink, wardrobe stuff that I found hanging around. Clothes, some high top sneakers, a watch, it all kind of girly. I was in that mood a day. Oh, this one is my two girls. They're France, and they each have a butterfly friend, and they're walking around. It's probably the house they live in. Oh my God, this just kills me. I saw this somewhere and I thought, I'm going to do that cat. So I pretended I was like 6 years old with a glue stick and a pair of scissors. There you are. There's my inner child. Isn't that amazing? I love her. And this is just getting prepped for the next thing I do in this book. I believe that is all I have. I believe that is all I have done. Yeah. For the month of February and March. Wasn't a lot, but I did get some stuff done, and I'm feeling better than I was. So hopefully I can get some more things done. Though with the weather is warming up here, I may decide to spend some time outside. Maybe I'll take a glue stick and some collage material outside and sit on the balcony and have a cup of coffee and collage. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching my video. Let me know how things are going with you. See you in my next one. Bye-bye.